Hi, it's Coach Jan here from the playground. I am doing some lives over the next 10 days. It was a bit of a challenge to not only bring my ideas to you, but also to practice for a lot of the speaking I'm doing coming up. So every time, this will be a little bit more of my thought leadership around play, behavior change, habits, and all those good things. So um, each one is going to be, about 5 minutes, and I'm really excited to talk to you. So let's begin with a bit of a story. Because what if everything that you've been told about exercise is wrong? And the secret to better health is something you loved to do as a kid. What if? Well, let me tell you a story. It's October 1991, and I'm lying on a gurney. The emergency room was filled with the sound of beeps and machines, and it was overwhelming. There was confusion all around me. I was in so much pain. I remember that the smell was making me sick. Well, how did I get there? A few hours before, I was at my own bachelorette party. I was having so much fun dancing and being with my best friends when suddenly the pain was so intense. And I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what was going on. So I thought I'd go lie down for a little bit. Hopefully, the pain would go away. But my friends thankfully found me and realized I needed to get into the car and get to the city. And the drive was so bad, I was passing out in the back seat. I was just 24 years old and in really great shape. I'm a runner, and I was fit and getting married, and I was about to walk down the aisle in 6 weeks, but the pain was crazy. And suddenly the doctor showed up saying, "We're going to do the best we can." Okay. I didn't know what that meant. And he said, "You're young, you're fit, you're active and healthy, and that should help." As he said that, the anesthetic took over, and I really don't remember anything else. Clearly, I made it because I'm here. But that moment has stayed with me and has inspired my life's work. And it truly was my level of fitness that pulled me through and fuels my lifelong commitment to exercise. Because when I look around me and the things that my clients come to see me struggle with the most is finding the time to move their bodies. It's often the first thing to get moved to the bottom of the to-do list. It's more of a chore or an obligation. In fact, everywhere I look in the world, it's the same. And what I see is that we are in an inactivity crisis. I want to talk to you about how the inactivity crisis and our future health are really very linked. People are living longer, yes, but their quality of life is declining. So, when we create the motivation and the desire for regular movement using play as the catalyst for better health, regardless of our age, we address our body's inherent needs for it to manage itself effectively and create an environment that promotes wellness, fun, and joy. And so, by using play as exercise, we open the doors to a physically, emotionally, and psychologically healthy society. Globally, 1.4 billion adults, 1 in 3 women, and 1 in 4 men are inactive and at risk for disease from not doing enough physical activity, with no improvement in global fitness levels since 2001. It's not getting better, it's getting worse. In the same way, Al Gore warned of an inconvenient truth. Well, we are now going through the same thing with inactivity, and it's affecting our mental, physical, and social health. The last 30 years have been more about looking a certain way and fitting into a norm, and exercise has become hard, painful, and sometimes not about health. More aesthetics, not fun, more of a job. But movement is like a magic pill and helps with preventing chronic diseases, heart disease, some cancers, diabetes, while boosts our body's well-being. And play is the exercise our bodies need. It's a state of mind and a new approach to exercise that's not defined by what you do in the gym. Once you understand that all movement can be playful and centered around what brings you joy, your whole world opens up. Let's bring fun back into moving our bodies. Play is about, well, what's fun for you? Bouncy castles, dancing, rock climbing, swimming, and doing more of that, because that is a positive spiral for your health. Because when you move more, you feel better. When you feel better, you want to eat better, sleep better, manage stress better. Really, it's a miracle I'm even here to get to share this important message. That critical turning point at 24 nearly left me dead. I suffered a ruptured ovarian cyst and I was bleeding internally. Being physically fit saved my life. I walked down the aisle 6 weeks later and married the love of my life, and well, we've been playing ever since. I am on a mission to reignite the world's passion for play, to fight chronic disease while improving quality of life as we age. With play as exercise, we boost our physical, emotional, and psychological health for ourselves and for the communities we live in. So eventually, this creates a global movement for solving the inactivity crisis. Play isn't just fun. Well, it's fun, but it's really foundational. When we create the motivation and this desire to move regularly using play, we unlock our body's ability to heal, regulate, and thrive. Play creates joy. Joy creates consistency. And consistency, that's where change lives. What's one activity you used to love as a kid that made you move without even thinking about it? That's where we start. And that is the habit of play. Thank you for joining me, and I can't wait to see you again tomorrow.